Hello and welcome to my playthrough of Tempest Rising GDF forces. So, let's go and start in. As you can see there, I have already beaten the entire campaign on hard. So, I've also beaten the, Dynasty one.
Commander, good of you to join us. Gotta say, your file was a pretty impressive read. I'm Colonel Fisher. You'll be reporting directly to me.
Okay.
We could certainly use someone with your track record. Intelligence has a situation brewing in, in Iceland. We have routine tempest harvesting all over the grid, but some of the lights are going out, starting from the east coast. If you ask me, I reckon it looks deliberate. I want you to do a sweep of the area and flush out any Dynasty forces you might find. Remind them that the GDF isn't to be trifled with. I'll link your control interface to the battle network. If you've got any questions, now's the time to voice them.
Yes, sir, I'll voice him indeed, everything I can. But I also really like how fast he talks. It really feels military and snappy, quick to the point, as well as how he's like, well, this is a very hard to go and say name, but yeah, well, screw it, I'm not gonna go and say it then. I really like sort of the way that the game designers think it. They've done a lot of that throughout this campaign.
Despite what you hear in the news, the Tempest Dynasty isn't actually led by Domovoy Malkalin. You've seen his face.
Nope.
He's a figurehead, being puppeted around as a mascot. All because he founded the Dynasty, gave his people something to focus on in the fallout. It's PR. These days, he probably doesn't know where he is half the time. The Dynasty is actually controlled by Alex Malkalin, his son. That man's the reason the Dynasty even qualifies as a military, rather than a band of old men waving their sticks at the world because of how the war ended. They're a threat, sure, but only because they think they've got something to point. That's why we're here.
To be pointed at or to smash them in the face?
Technically, the threat level is negligible. To be honest, I don't like it. If it is the Dynasty, they're up to something. There's a lot of Tempest all over Iceland, and you know they're obsessed with the stuff. Why go all that way just to harass our harvesters? They've got their own irradiated zones to squabble over. Let's hope a small contingent just got a bit too big for their own boots. Watch your back out there, that's all I'm saying.
Definitely got too big for their heads, so let's go and knock them down a few pegs.
According to Scopes, nothing. We're chasing ghosts with guns. Maybe it is nothing, but I'll believe that when I see it. Take care of your units, and keep your eyes sharp. They're counting on you.
We're chasing ghosts with guns? Damn, that's kind of problematic. But, well, ghosts can't pull the trigger now, can they? Let's go and turn the enemy into ghosts.
Glad to hear it. Stand by while I patch you through, and good luck. I put my neck on the block to get you this position. Don't let me down. Let's see what you can do, Commander. I
don't plan to, but I don't know what my track record is. Also, this is something cool about the campaign. You have the Doctrine, which you can also go and get through the multiplayer. I will be going first through the entirety of the intelligence tree and then through the, most part of the comms. You can only go and get 11 points in total. And then here we have the armory, and there's all sorts of cool things here, useful things, as well as things that are a bit less good, as well as enemy stolen vehicles. The assault gunner is pretty good, the rest I would say is probably not that good. But yeah, you can now click mission. It doesn't really matter, this is just all the missions. Yes, all of the side objectives are hidden from you until you find them in the mission itself. Hooray.
Tempest harvesting operations have been disrupted in this area. Dynasty interference is suspected. Retake and hold the position. Await the arrival of a mobile construction vehicle, then build a base and recommence harvesting. Destroy any Dynasty forces and search for signs of a nearby Dynasty base.
I just find it kind of funny that they say that the mission briefing is this, but usually the missions are slightly different. Just slightly. I like how they all hold their gun very differently. One of them holds them as standard patrol, the rest are all like, whatever, it's easier to carry it this way. On the ground. Screw it. knock some heads then, shall we? Yes, I do have the pre-order skin. I'm also a big Command & Conquer fan.
Battle command uplink initializing. Please stand by.
Also, this is something you can skip. I will be watching it once and then I will skip the rest.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Hello, reinforcements.
Commander, you got it.
So, let's go and select our
Yes, sir.
troops, move over
You got
here,
Yes, sir.
throw some marking mines.
Affirmative.
Okay,
Engaging enemy. Move out. Target.
and this is going bad already. Let's go and pull him back.
Engaging enemy. Fire! Fire!
Well, so much for those
Moving
with
out.
guns, because they're
Sir,
actually
yes, sir.
soldiers.
Move out.
Not that they really
You
did
got
a
it.
lot of good, but still.
Sir. Rifle ready.
Let's go and put
You
the
got it.
damaged guy in the back, I guess. And let's go and throw some marking mines. Not that
Acknowledged.
they'll actually do anything this fight.
Fire!
Marking right now isn't too super important,
Infantry.
but later on it becomes a rather
sir.
important thing, because you can go and get intel off of it.
Sir, yes, sir.
And if a unit is
You got it.
networking, which is something we don't have yet,
Paratroopers incoming! Good luck out there!
they'll actually deal more damage. So that's very important for, well, the GDF. So we got drone operators, which is kind of like our, well, missile soldier. Got a plane there. Also, shoot the explosive barrels if you can. Go and blast that drone. Also, as you can see, our opponents are actually 2-star veterans.
You got it.
Veterancy is
Awaiting
also a
orders.
thing. If you, well, select a unit, you
Commander,
can see this as the
on your
veterancy
command.
bar. The more veteran your troops are, the stronger they
Move
are.
out.
Also, every unit
Commander.
has different defensive stats, as well as an offensive stat. So yeah,
Rifle ready.
Flame turret sighted! Get back!
we don't need to get back. We just do this.
We can scout with our drones, see if there's another way in.
Or we could just
Commander.
take it out. Also, you
Sir,
can
yes,
see
sir.
that this guy now is fully veteran, so he has better stats.
Combat ready.
So you can see 10 and 12.5. And next to that, we also go and have, well, normally speaking, you're supposed to go and have better defense stats. Oh, yeah, 10% in everything. Plus his drone is also slightly better. So
Reporting.
try to keep your
Yes,
units
sir.
alive, get them veteran.
Line them up. Engaging enemy.
I would say it's very important.
Fire. Infantry. Moving out.
Damn it.
Awaiting orders. Targeting. Sir, yes, sir.
This is somewhat bad because right now we've also
You
begun
got it.
getting a healer.
You
Or-
got it.
Well, after we've taken care
Yes,
of
sir.
that thing, actually.
Move out.
Oh
Reporting.
boy. Actually, you guys sadly enough have to go and tank for now.
Fire, fire.
Not because you're actually better tanks, but because you have health.
Sir.
And I'd rather not lose more troops for
Engaging
nothing.
enemy. You got it. You
Yeah.
got it. Engaging enemy. Moving out.
It doesn't really matter if we lose
Yes,
the
sir.
drones just rebuild.
Affirmative.
So,
Acknowledged.
Reinforcements have arrived.
here we have him.
Shield and
The
Caduceus.
riot officer.
Riot medic ready to roll. Let's get to work.
So, this is actually kind of funny.
Understood.
These units have two types of attacks. One is a normal round, which deals 20 damage, and a secondary round, which is marking rounds. These units, these sentinels, will be your main form of marking
On my way.
units.
Ready for contact. Confirmed HQ.
So, the riot officer is, well, actually a commando type unit.
Incident report. As
They're,
soon as I can.
well, very sadly enough, very limited. You can only go and have one, and you don't even have access to them most of the time, so.
Commander, we are under fire here. Need an assist.
Yes. Use this explosive barrel, please.
Hold it there. This shield's too tough. Riot medic reporting. You need me?
Also, the riot medic cannot target vehicles or buildings. It can only go and target infantry.
Moving. Spin it. On call. Don't even try it.
But there is something pretty good about the riot medic, and that is this. If he hits a few infantry units a few times,
Holding ground.
at some point they'll lose their ability to fight back.
Thanks for the help, Commander. Standing
Very
by for
useful.
orders.
Here it says as well, reduce infantry attack and movement speed at 5 seconds, they cannot even attack.
Reporting.
So now we have Grenadiers.
Commander, GDF forces collect intel as a resource.
Yes.
Intel is used to authorize limited countermeasures, such as unit abilities and support powers.
It is also used to build structures, upgrade structures, as well as build certain units. Oh yay.
The Sentinel Scout car's alternate fire mode exchanges firepower for marking rounds,
Yes,
generating
it's marked
intel when
units.
marked targets are destroyed.
Apparently enough, we don't. Get back there.
Incident report.
You need to go back now.
Move out.
Yeah, actually, they take a lot of damage from them.
Heal up here.
So this is the power of the Riot Commander, because he just heals your troops as long as you don't lose them.
Medikits over here.
Yes, Command.
But yeah, he's pretty
On call.
useful.
Hand out the medkits. Heal up
Also,
here.
you can go and
Dispatch.
put down, well,
Med base setting up.
which is a small healing zone.
This shield's too tough.
Also, we don't have, well, our vehicle healers yet, which are mainly medics,
Don't even
actually.
try it.
Grenadier.
Hold it there. On my way.
It doesn't matter how many drones we lose. It's not like they cost anything.
Stat. As soon as I can. Understood.
We harass the enemy
Location
from
received.
here.
Operator.
Maybe if we do this a bit.
I command. Taking him down. Going in.
Oh wait, this is that? Huh.
Style control.
Yeah, that's kind of bad. If their drone is destroyed, they do want to go and engage,
As soon
so
as I can.
you go make sure they don't engage.
On it.
Also, Sentinels aren't very smart. They're the fastest and, well, least tanky units you have. But you can press Alt
Location received.
and slow down your unit's move speed so that they go and match actually the slowest unit, allowing the Sentinels now to be in the back.
Stat.
Also, this is Tempest. Tempest is bad for vehicles.
Location received.
Drone out reporting. What about backup? Spinning her up.
So let's go
Got it.
and take down our opponent very quickly here.
Watch this.
And let's go and hit the barrel there.
Combat ready.
So this is just clearing a bit ahead of time, actually.
Commander,
Roger. Keep an eye out.
Should actually be taking
Firing on target.
elastic.
Receiving you, Commander. Scouting.
Wait, what?
Standing by. Moving.
You're not supposed to be there.
Forward.
As you can see, our vehicles are building up tempest shards, which is actually a bad thing, so we'd rather not have that.
Ready for contact. Shield and
We also
Caduceus.
rather not have the riot medic in front, but that's just how it goes.
Incident report.
So we cannot go in places anywhere on top, but we can deploy a bridge below. Grenadiers are, well, actually very, very tanky against a lot of sources, or at least compared to a lot of other troops.
you see those barrels by that power plant?
Yeah, those are actually for the silos,
On my way.
but he meant those.
Get back.
If you destroy them, it's going to be good. Also, I'm not gonna go and break this one,
Ready to move out. This shield's too tough. Suppressing.
because we can see
Holding
it.
ground. You gotta
More
get past
resources
me.
for us. So, a big ass zone. What will we get?
That's close enough.
The MCV. So we don't have to even wait for it.
Someone ordered backup. Construction vehicle standing by, Commander.
Also,
Let's build
during
up that base.
cutscenes, units don't take damage, but do waste ammo.
Awaiting orders.
So, please do look out.
Accomplished.
Where do you need me?
Ready for contact.
Ready and waiting. Yes, Command.
Have the Grenadiers near the bridge. Oh, probably because we pissed off the other guy. Come on, Medbay.
Ready for contact.
You're definitely going to need to go get more resources than that. Kill them all! So, our opponents don't really stand a chance because our units are very weak. So, I also want a secondary one. Also, you can rotate structures by rolling the mouse wheel.
Constructing.
So that's very useful. Go and actually see if there's anything up there. Also, the GDF bunker, which is very useful. Secondaries as GDF bunker, GDF barracks, also secondaries as a bunker. So you can go and put infantry in it. And another thing is, which is pretty cool about it, is that if you put infantry in it, they will be healed over time. That's a miserable 5 HP per second. But hey, it's better to go and keep your units alive.
Ready to move out.
You can see just how much more powerful you are if you keep all of your units alive, or a lot of your units alive, compared to when they're dying like crazy.
Ryan medic reporting.
But yeah, you can also build silos. Silos just increase your maximum hold here. They're actually kind of bad.
Construction complete.
So now we should have access to... Oh, we don't. Well, we can build defenses here.
Constructing.
Also, you can build up to 10 structures at a time. Only the first one really gets built, so... do look out for that.
Commander, move out.
Construction complete. Constructing.
Yes, sir.
Right now, we don't really need to mark the mines, but later on, we could. Oh, look out, that's the butcher.
Construction complete.
Understood.
So, as you can see, my grenadiers have damage. Well, normally speaking, I would put them in the barracks to go and heal, but we have a riot soldier here.
Commander, you can now train grenadiers from the barracks. The satellite uplink will also collect intel passively.
Yes.
Shield and Caduceus.
Uh-oh. Why did you go over? Run!
Unit ready.
Go back!
Infantry.
Nope.
You need me? Incident one.
Unit ready.
Yeah, that was a lot of enemy troops.
Confirmed HQ. Location received. On my way.
Da-da-da.
Holding ground.
Everybody out.
Construction complete. Training.
So you mainly want to go and build actually grenadiers, plus next to building grenadiers you want to go and build just drone operators right now. Field scouts are good because they have range damage, but that's all they really have.
Unit ready.
I really should have taken out that tempest harvester earlier.
Our base is under attack.
And this is where you can see why flamethrowers are actually kind of good.
Unit ready.
You need me?
Also, you can see sort of like how useful grenades are, sort of like from the structure, so...
Shield and Caduceus.
You got it.
On dispatch.
Well, we still have more than enough money.
Ready.
Unit ready.
Fire.
Oh, wait.
On your command.
Unit ready.
You need me?
Oh, I put the riot medic in there.
On dispatch.
Secondary objective accomplished.
Yeah, secondary objective
Airstrike ready.
bonuses.
Let's pick a location, Commander.
I'm going to go and show you sort of like the power of
Mid-base setting up.
mainly the airstrike,
Unit ready.
the Cohen power.
On hold. Cancelled.
Incident report.
It costs money to go and cast, sadly enough, so I personally won't really be using it that much. But as you can see, its power is not to be underestimated. Yeah, this was very not thought about grenadiers that really like to run to the front. At least it's better than sentinels.
Shield and Caduceus.
So this is why the riot medic is actually very, very good. Because it just disabled most of my opponent's firepower. Simply by existing. And this is more or less why Grenadiers are, well, sometimes very, very bad. They like to sit in the front and in the flamethrower, and the flamethrower is very good against them. So yeah. Most of the forces I guess my opponent got were free. Oh cool, I got all the barrel destruction. Well, let's just go and kill all the buildings because I feel like it. Oh yeah, also one thing that is the Grenadiers' big positive is that they do AoE damage. Unlike drone operators and, well, field scouts.
Commander!
Even due to field scouts are also pretty good.
Hell yeah! That's the last of them!
Indeed. Well, maybe not that harvester which I left. So, let's see how well we did. So, we did all of the bonus objectives, and each of them has a number next to it, as well as the main objective, which is money, which you can use to go and buy, well, armory points and things. So, these are just then the stats. We killed 202 enemies, which is kind of a lot, I guess. And you can also go and see, for instance, how many units you built, how many you lost, how many they killed, how much damage they gained, how much damage they dealt, and how much experience they gained, which is really, really good. So we can see we lost 2 drone operators, well, they did 26k damage. Well, the riot medic killed 7 units and did 1.2k damage, but his job is not to deal damage, but actually to suppress. The sentinel, we lost 1, and they deal 15k damage. And the Grenadier, we built 18, lost 10, and they deal, well, 18k damage. So they were very, very powerful. The drone operator did the most. Now, let us see what the next mission has to offer. So, I will be using all the doctrines and the armory and things, so we're going to go and use this one first, and then this one. So, we're going to go and get intel if it expires on an enemy, and lasers deal more damage and they mark units. And field scout gain networking, which also we can go and look here through all sorts of powers, and we can look at our money and see which one we really want. Very quickly, air health is kind of nice. Bunker buster rockets, I don't really see the use of it. Rocket burst with sonic shockwave is pretty nice because it can go and stop enemies from attacking at all. Elite crew, a veterancy up to level 2. There's also one to go and gain just 1 level of veterancy. Infantry healing over time is pretty nice for some missions. Auto scout, auto marking, very useful, especially for GDF. Not necessarily for the next mission, but later. Drones fire lasers instead of micro missiles. Very good with the thing I just got, because then they also mark. Lasers having more range, so it combines. Napalm grenades, kind of. Optic side range, very, very useful. It allows infantry to see things from way, way further away. Intel structures, pretty nice. It just gives you more intel, but intel is kind of a resource which goes one of 2 ways. Either you have too much or you have too little. It's usually never somewhere in between. Pilot training, you heal vehicles up to 50% health, and, well, they recover faster. This is the one I'm going to go and get for now, the Assault Gunner of the Dynasty. So this basically means we took a Dynasty unit that normally the Dynasty can only build and actually added to ourselves. We can build it without tech, which is the best thing about it. I really would have loved if the Boar tank was actually the Voltic tank, but, well. We can also go and get the Matchstick, which is a helicopter which does AoE, and the Porcupine, which is a rocket launcher. Tempest ammo, I don't really see the use of it too much, because mainly rifles will build a Tempest. Got, what, like 3 or 4 units with every rifle. All vehicles become immune to Tempest charge. That basically just means that you've been driving over Tempest too much and certain effects have been happening. And more veterancy and auto-veterancy. But we only have 2 slots, so we equip it. Let's go and hear some briefing.
Commander, still in one piece. Nice work, but we're not done here yet. Stand by. I'm patching you through to R&D. Dr. Francis wants a word with you. Dr. Francis, this is the one I told you about.
Just a second, Colonel. Ah, good. You're the one operating near Flotstadtsenov, right?
Yes?
Anything and everything related to Tempest research goes through my team. And Iceland has Tempest in abundance. We have over 24 harvesting jobs over there. And evidently the small military presence the Council deemed to allot us isn't anywhere near enough. The Dynasty wants the Tempest. I need you to keep them off our harvesters. I think you can do that?
Yeah. I think I can push the Dynasty even off Iceland.
First time working in the field with it?
Nah.
Vines are usually what catches the eye first, but it's the pods that are the highest interest. The fluid inside carries an incredible potential for energy conversion, clean and extremely efficient. Power that grows on trees. Far too hyperbolic for my taste, but you get the picture. I know Carmen and writhing, the Tempest looks downright nightmarish, but we found it favors areas of high fallout saturation for a reason. As it spreads, the radiation readings go down. Still, we have a lot yet to learn. I have biologists working on its cellular structure. The interesting thing is, it looks like a plant, but it's not. It's not even eukaryotic.
Well, I don't know the word eukaryotic, but we'll find out soon enough.
Our harvesters extract the Tempest fluid directly from the pods and carry it back to the refinery for processing, and is added to your credits. The refinery can only store so much, but you can use silos to store the excess. Harvesters are shielded to prevent the buildup of Tempest charge, but take care of how you position your other vehicles. A charge plays havoc with electronics, and most vehicles aren't graded for proximity to the Tempest. The Dynasty does things a little different. Instead of a refinery, they use those huge mobile rigs.
Well, the mobile rigs are actually a bit better, but yeah, harvesters are definitely good still.
For the most part, the juice is used as an energy source. It's combustible, but the easiest and safest way to harness the energy is with simple electrodes. You don't have to worry about that, though. The Tempest you harvest is accumulated as credits, which you can then use to construct a base and build your forces. From the way the Tempest interferes with unshielded tech, it also shows potential for use on the battlefield, with charged imbued shells. We're currently field testing these. Before research was suspended, prior evidence indicates that no part of the Tempest formation is edible.
Wow, okay. Yeah. Well, something else will tell it differently, but those built-in Tempest shells do sound really useful for trebuchet, don't you?
Good. Take care of my techies out there. If you'll excuse me. Colonel.
Now, back to the Colonel.
Commander, I'm sending your troops to reinforce a base that just went dark. Push the Dynasty out, repair the base, and get our refineries back online. If the Dynasty are here for our Tempest, harvest as much as you can before they can take it. The nest has been kicked. Let's see what comes crawling out.
Let's go blow them back to the Stone Age. So, armory we don't really have to check because nothing really happens there. You can also go back to the previous mission. You can see how far you are and what you've all done there. So if you didn't 100% it, you can always go back.
A GDF base is under attack. You'll be commanding the reinforcements. Reach and recapture the base before it falls. Once harvesting operations are back online, protect your harvesters as they gather the remaining Tempest. The Dynasty are establishing bases in GDF-held zones to take our Tempest. They are to be denied.
Let's go push them all the way to the ground. Down under. So, riot vans. One of the GDF's cool units. And you can get them with the Dynasty for a point. Now, what are they? They are infantry carriers, and next to infantry carriers, they're also anti-infantry. So yeah, that one doesn't change, so I'll skip it.
You picking us up, Commander? Entering
Yes.
zone of action now. Let's get to the base. Weapons at the ready. We don't know what's out there.
The riot van can carry up to 6 infantry units at a time. Its riot suppression ability can stun enemy infantry for a few seconds.
Heading in. Stay back.
Also, another cool thing about the riot van is it can actually heal your infantry that is inside.
Loud and clear, Command. Light them up. Received.
Look at this, though.
Ready to roll.
You can see how quickly they just wipe out infantry,
On the
which
road.
makes them very good. On lower difficulties, they actually die even faster, so...
Location set. Roger, Command.
Gun him down. I've got him.
Yeah, I'm already using marking
Ready for
rounds.
pickup. Hit him.
Roger.
Stay back. Hold the line. Target spotted. Acknowledged.
So we can very quickly get our intel because of that.
Received. Kick.
Also, if the mark just expires, we also don't get it, so...
Loud and clear, Command. Right there.
So that is the very cool part about riot vans as well. They're very just focused on taking out infantry,
Everyone buckle
and they're
in.
also meant to be really tanky. So
Location. Ready for pickup. What do you need?
more dead enemy infantry, please.
Understood.
Okay then.
Understood. Ready to roll.
It also feels like a very, well, I guess GDF type unit.
Kick it. Let's go.
So before the Sentinel was trying to go and get in front, but now it's in the back because I kind of just hold out.
Location set. Received. On the road. Received.
So, unload the troops.
Standing by.
We have more. Also, yes, normally speaking, a lot of vehicles can be used
Everyone buckled in.
to crush other units,
Affirmative.
but not light vehicles.
There's the base! Enemy sighted!
Light them up.
Uh-oh.
Location set.
Look out for cannons though with riot fans. Riot fans are not good against cannons. Nor are sentinels.
Hold the line.
These guys are pretty good.
Sir! Line them up!
Primary objective accomplished.
Hooray, good.
Thanks for the rescue, Commander. We weren't gonna last much longer.
Good job, Commander. I have the base back online. Let's get that tempest harvested.
Now let's go and do that indeed.
Ready for pickup.
Now, let's go and get all of our soldiers together. Yeah, if something marks a unit, we can go and use the
Location set.
networking bonus for the tank. As you can see, it has 95 damage then, which is kind of nice.
Constructing.
Also, we'll be building some
Ready for
basic building things here. We can actually go and do this.
Your
That's the
orders.
whole.
Roger, Command. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Hello, enemy. Nice to meet you.
Constructing.
Standing by. Your orders.
Yeah,
Commander, it looks like there's some larger tempest fields in the area. I'm linking you up with
Great.
a support beacon. Use it to build up structures away from your base. Secure the tempest before the dynasty can.
Pickup crates located. Acquire crates for immediate credit influx.
yes.
On it.
So crates are very good for money.
Everyone buckled in.
Also, we can go and take all these wounded infantry soldiers and very quickly put them in structures so we can heal them. Also, engineers have the ability to repair vehicles.
I like it.
Yes, I also like it. I really like that you can go use engineers to repair vehicles. It's something that officially speaking started in Command & Conquer 4. But soon enough, this is even cooler. Look at this. You can just go and put the engineer inside. And then it will go and heal the vehicle from the inside. This will make the riot van
Unit ready.
stupidly tanky on them.
Ready to roll.
Also, well, it's also a bonus objective, so let's go and do it. We can go and build for 5 intel a tower here.
Secondary objective accomplished.
So yeah, that's kind of nice.
Standing by.
Yeah, but putting engineers into riot vans makes your riot vans very, very tanky.
Training.
Also, yes, I'll be building up a bigger fort because I want to.
Receiving you, Commander.
You don't necessarily need that many soldiers.
Insufficient fund. Cancelled. Our
So we-
base is under attack.
I'm not going with.
No problem.
Holy!
On alert.
Unit ready.
Ready, sir.
Commander, the satellite uplink grants access to upgrades for some structures. Select a structure to view available build pods.
Yeah, the satellite uplink is, for instance, one of them. We can go and get the riot pod upgrade. The riot pod upgrade will allow us to go and construct riot vans as well as the riot engineer dude,
Ready, sir.
the riot medic,
Affirmative.
and I think that's mainly it. Also,
Await
the
orders.
whatchamacallit doesn't really matter.
Gun in here. Got it.
The rally doesn't matter for sending out your
Unit
troops.
ready.
So
Our base is under attack.
yeah, the enemy will actually attack you pretty aggressively on this mission. Oh boy.
Standing by. On the
Ah, damn, that's so freaking lovely how just the entire enemy infantry just
Unit ready.
disappears because you decide to go and have a riot gun
Ready
in
to
front
roll.
of their face.
Insufficient funds.
I really love it. It feels so, so good.
Training.
Well, let us also go and just build some hunter tanks. Also, yes, I know the mission is gather tempest, but you need to go and build up an army anyway, so.
riot van. Heading
Also, we
in.
can use the riot van to scout because it's going to go and heal itself anyway with this damage.
Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Location set.
Ah, money.
Let's
Free
go.
money.
Everyone buckled in? Affirmative.
Structure upgraded.
Okay,
Location
but
set.
also, if you put drone operatives in,
Roger, Commander.
because most infantry cannot fire outside of the riot van, except for drone operatives, drone mulers, and the drone assassin. But that's not because they can fire out of, but more sort of their weapon. Their drones just become available to fire.
Insufficient funds.
Together with then the fact that, well, engineer can also go and be used to heal
Combat ready.
the riot vans. Okay. So the Grenadier turret is a decently good defense.
Unit ready.
Ah, there it is, the enemy. I was already thinking of it because it's about time for an assault. Oh boy.
Ready for takeoff.
So you can see the power of the drone operators against vehicles.
Funds.
But their troops just disappeared.
Unit ready.
So yeah, the game is telling us about the support beacon. The thing is, sadly enough, we also need to go and have enough money to go and start building,
Ready for takeoff.
well, of course, the
Unit
other
ready.
things. So
Reporting.
get in for a bit.
Gun in here. Your orders.
Sir?
Unit ready.
So assault gunners, why do you want those? They slow enemy units. They do pretty good damage against infantry, and they're ranged.
Tools ready.
And officially speaking, they're a bit high-tech, actually. So let's also just go and keep on getting money now and just complete the
Unit
objective.
ready.
Let's just go and build some more tanks as well, because tanks are, well, pretty good. They're actually hunter. Yeah, hunter.
Commander.
They become very good if you go down the tree that I'm going down, the lower one, because they get a lot of extra damage and range. They actually become disgustingly good.
Ready to roll. Loud and clear, Commander.
And then you can use riot vans against infantry. But you do need to go and have sentinels around.
Reporting.
So you should have networking, yeah. Wait, they actually get sniped then?
Unit ready.
Huh. They get sniper.
On your command.
Sniper is better against, well, mainly infantry, but lesser against vehicles.
Commander.
turrets don't have networking, I think. No. The biggest problem with them is that they take too much time to go and switch between targets.
On your command. You got it. Moving out.
Drone up reporting.
Commander?
Well, let's go and place down a beacon and
Secondary objective accomplished.
just instantly build a harvester there as well.
Sir?
Now we should be getting an attack either from the south here or from here. Maybe there again. So the beacon is there temporarily. Even when the beacon disappears, you can still build there. You can also just go and have something be built there, get a construction zone like this, and then put defenses there. Also, defenses also generate construction zones. Now, why am I not building the repair bay? The repair bay is to go and repair vehicles, but we also have engineers. The repair bay does do it a lot quicker though, so.
Explosives ready. Moving in.
He's stunned, you bastard. Also, yes, AoEing down your own troops is a thing in this game.
Affirmative.
So do make sure you don't do that.
No problem.
Let's go and get some more tanks, actually. Oh, wait, we need to go and wait until we have the money
That's
transferred.
command. No problem.
Oh, yeah.
Acknowledged.
We do actually need to go into the riot van. There.
Hammer here.
You like my gun.
Yes, I like your gun. That's why I
Primary
built you.
objective accomplished. Silos detected. Destroy them to disrupt enemy economy.
So, then we have a new mission objective.
Tools ready.
So let's go and do that.
No problem. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Scouting.
Ready, sir. Yes,
No
sir.
enemy. Oh boy. There's
There's a damn rig on the ground. The Dynasty are taking the Tempest.
Engineers
Yeah.
can repair vehicles, disarm mines, and construct guard towers. They can also capture enemy structures, train an engineer, and capture the Tempest rig to deny Dynasty harvesting.
Not only deny it, steal it for herself.
No problem. Affirmative.
Damn, I guess part that's also happening is that
Base is under attack.
our whatchamacallit, our riflemen are also getting the snipe.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Damn,
ready.
is that? Yeah, that's a tank attack wave. Yes.
Our base is under attack.
Also, you can see just how bloody tanky freaking riot vans are because of being
Yes,
huge.
sir.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Yeah. We're going to go and crush you with overwhelming firepower.
Unit ready.
You're going to go and regret being here. You do have a lot of resistance though against
Sir?
cannons.
No problem.
Unit ready.
Yeah.
Acknowledged.
Let's go an A move as it's called, or attack move.
Training.
Let's also build some more riot vans because I want to.
Yes, sir.
Loud and clear, command.
Let's go and
Base is under
have you stop attacking me.
Unit is under attack.
What do you need? On the road.
Oh, apparently I need to go back because my opponent is here again.
Unit ready.
Don't you have anything better to do than attack my base?
Let's go. Everyone buckled in? Kick it. Anywhere you say. I see him.
Unit ready.
Standing by. Location set. Received. Heading in.
Tools ready.
Yeah, that's the enemy attack wave again.
No problem.
This is why, normally speaking, you want to go and have defenses, but on this mission, I'm like, nah, I don't feel like it. So,
Unit ready.
we're getting more money than we're losing, so that means we don't have enough production structures.
Yes,
That
sir.
means we produce more production structures. Also, yes, in this game, power is a thing, so please do look
Ready,
out for it.
sir.
Standing by. Racing.
Stop attacking me.
Sir.
You don't have the right to do that. I am hearing
Ready,
engineers.
sir. Affirmative.
Get in.
What do you need?
Guys are probably full or near full health already again.
Ready, sir. Acknowledged. No problem.
Let's go and steal the enemy hard stash.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh boy.
Roger.
Thanks.
Bye then. Affirmative.
Sir.
That was a bit overkill.
Ready for takeoff.
Didn't need to go and do the one in the back as well.
Acknowledged.
Ready to roll. On the road.
How stupidly tanky with engineers in them on such small battlefields. This is why in real life I guess flanking is a bad thing.
Roger command.
Construction complete.
Oh boy.
Roger command.
Affirmative.
Because it means rather than focusing your fire on certain enemies, your fire is everywhere. Now let's just go and steal the enemy rig. Also, yes, they don't shoot the rig or buildings
We should
themselves.
construct our own silos before we run out of Tempest storage.
No, we shouldn't.
I'm in. Enemy rig secured, Commander.
That just means you're playing bad if you need silos.
Right then.
Or you're playing way, way, way too well.
Construction complete.
So let's just go and have those units heal.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ah.
Our harvester is under attack.
Oh no, they're below.
Ready, sir.
Let's go and wipe them out.
No problem. No problem.
Our harvester is under attack.
Also, I have it set so that it only cycles between units with abilities rather than units that don't have abilities. So yeah, this thing repairs really, really fast.
Standing.
Unit lost.
Oh yeah, I'm losing parts of the rig, actually.
Affirmative.
Not actual
No
units,
problem.
in case you're wondering.
Unit ready.
The base looks heavily guarded. Is there another way in?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
actually there is. And I would like to go and click my units, please.
Bye then.
Unit ready.
Oh, great, now I'm losing my sentinels.
Acknowledge. No problem.
Yes.
No problem. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
And because I lost my sentinels, I probably lost, yeah, I lost my marking. Which meant my tanks did a lot less damage.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Let's not go and
Acknowledge.
bash constantly our heads against a brick wall until we get through, okay?
Ready, sir.
There's plenty of time to do that later.
Roll out. Closing ground. You got it. Loading shell. Standing by.
Ah,
Tools
screw it.
ready.
On your command.
Let's actually do it. Let's go and bash our head against the wall until it
Standing
breaks.
by. Target spotted. Ready to go. Stay down.
It's a horrible idea, but who cares?
Is under attack.
Anywhere you say. Target confirmed.
What do you need? Ready for takeoff. Roger command.
Unit lost.
Oh yeah. Who cares? We got more than enough troops.
Ready, sir. Sir?
Oh, and now your defenses are gone. If you want to go and have an easier time against this, you use the porcupine upgrade rather than the assault gunner.
Unit ready.
Or you actually go like a smart person, you go around.
Acknowledged.
What do you need?
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Also, the Bora tank that you're seeing just now, they are unlike the Hunter tank, a defensive tank. Hey.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
So yeah, but we have so much money we don't care.
Ready.
Affirmative. No problem.
Unit ready.
Style, control, damage, and aggression.
Or something that's supposed to be impossible difficulty or whatever is very, very possible to
Hold the line.
absolutely kick the enemy in the face.
Stay back.
Ah, I was thinking there was another road, but I guess not.
Head. Let's come on.
Yes, come on.
Line them up. Line them up. Understood.
Also, if you take down the power plant, at some point your opponent can no longer use the defenses, as well as they cannot use a lot of tech anymore. Yes, if you lose power, you cannot use any of your tech, so...
I see him. Stay back.
Huh. There's apparently a
Understood.
packet attacks around here.
I'm in here. Standing by.
I don't know.
Your order.
Unit ready.
Also, yes, the opponent will still gain free troops.
Sails red. Got it.
Ah, so if you use this route, you can
Unit
go and
ready.
sneak past the enemy base. Oh well,
Hold the line.
let's just burn down just about everything.
Got the command.
Let's go quickly
Unit
check
ready.
whether the alternate route
Let's
doesn't
go.
have a bonus objective. I'd rather not miss them, you know?
Received. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Heading in. Kick it.
Unit ready.
Received.
Vehicle reporting.
Ready to roll.
Additional silos required.
Well, the enemy has silos, or they have
Take it.
silos.
Commander, commence assault.
Boom, kaboom, 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 kaboom,
Ready
kaboom.
to
Also, you could shoot those barrels, which I didn't do.
Crush them. Vehicle reporting.
Go and deal damage to their defenses.
Good job, Commander.
Thank you.
Unit ready.
So, where's the mission complete? There it is. Victory! I really like this game. I really like the missions. I really like the design, the units, everything. So we did everything. So, we trained 81 units. We built 12 structures. We killed 312 units. And we destroyed 15 buildings. So, let's go and see. We lost 4 field scouts. They did about 8k damage, and they killed 62 units. We lost 8 grenadiers. They did about 7k plus. 21 units. Sentinels. They did about 4k damage, but that's not very good job. The riot bands, 20k damage. So if you can already think like, damn, those really put in work. And you could also see them tank throughout the mission as well as suppress enemies. So they really did their work. So, harvesters and MCVs, you don't have to care about those. Hunter tanks, also 19k damage, like, really good. Engineers, well, their job is not to deal damage. And we also have the drone operator, also did 16k damage. The assault gunner, 27 kills and 7k damage, pretty nice. The tempest rig, because we stole from the enemy. You can also go and see actually how well our defenses did. And so, yeah, we lost 2 silos. We lost 2 Gatling turrets. They did about 2.3k damage. And if we want to, we can also go and look for like how well the enemy did. So their flamer did about 1.5k damage, while their rocket turret did about 4k damage. So you would want to go and focus the rockets first. And if we look at the enemy, like how well they did, the Havocs did a lot of damage, but they only took out our air units. And their Bora tanks also did a lot of damage, but yeah. And their igniters were a pain, but apparently their missile troopers were the real deal, but that's also because they took out our drones. And you can also go and sort of see the graph, how everything went with the graph. So, I want to go and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. As next time, we will be continuing with Mission 3, a no-build mission. Which means you don't get to build units, but actually you do.